Oh, this is cool. Okay. Cool. Cool. Very, very, very cool. What's up, guys? Okay. I like this. This is nice. This is very, very, very nice. This is very, very cool. Okay. Okay. I got the authority always wins. Okay. Cool. All right. All right, guys. Now we are live on both YouTube and TikTok. I finally figured it out. So I'm going to be taking questions from both YouTube and TikTok, and we're going to be answering them on both. That way you guys get an inside look as to what different platforms are wondering. I think this is super cool. I might start doing this a little bit more often, but this is the first time doing this. So I'm hoping it ends well. Again, I've never live streamed on YouTube in my life, but we're going to try it out today. It's really weird having two cameras, though. I will say that. It is very odd. Hey, Batman, what's up? We like Batman. Batman is back on TikTok. We like that a lot. That's super cool. What's up, brother? What's up, brother? How are you doing? Ask us some car questions. Guys, we are just cruising today. And going to be answering some more questions. What's up? So what we got? Last one. Hypothetically, if I crash my Batmobile, can I take it into the shop? Hypothetically, if that were to happen, you might be able to. You might. I don't know what dealership would work on the Batmobile, but one of them probably does. I don't know. Thank you. I appreciate that. I need to input an image of dealer plate guy into in the chat and have it see what celebrity he looks like the most. But that is not my main priority right now. My main priority is answering questions for you guys, making this a fun live stream, and just going from there. So I think I might have done something wrong on YouTube. Maybe people just don't want to watch me. Got a Ford Explorer 2025. Good car or not? I don't love the Ford Explorers, to be honest. How much should you pay for a GR86, new or used? Just bottomed out my car. Now I need transmission and front axle replacement. Will insurance cover it? I don't know. That's definitely worth asking, though. Definitely worth asking. A new 86? See if I even have any. If I sold the Batmobile, do I have any buyers? I bet you could probably wholesale it. Most reliable third row seat vehicles for 22 max. I'm not in the service department. I was for quite some time, but now I am in the social media department. Let's see. Let's take a look. We had one question about GR86. I'm going to see if I have any coming in. I can give you an answer on it, which I do not. So I'm sorry I can't answer that. Let's take a look at some third rows. No issues with the OW8 that I know of. I've talked to quite a few techs about it. So let's see what third row SUV we can find kind of in your price range. Yeah, we sold some cars today. We got quite a few appointments. So sales floor is cooking it up. That's why I'm back here right now. I don't know if the Toyota's imported yet, that Altezza. Are the Tundras still having engine problems? There is still a recall out for them, which is super cool that Toyota is backing their customers, and they always have their customers back. So we like that. No, I haven't sold any cars today. No, unfortunately. I'm still selling cars even if I'm doing social media, but no, I personally have not sold any cars today. I have driven an R35 GTR. I have not driven a Skyline, no. Skylines are cool, though. Will I get a greater amount by selling or trading in? CarMax offered 400, KBB offered 747. I would look at trading in. It's always better, in my opinion, to trade something in on a vehicle that you want rather than try to sell it outright. I have driven the Geo Metro. Can you service my Lexus at Toyota? And is it cheaper? Our hourly might be cheaper. Hourly labor, I don't know. Yeah, you don't get tax credit if you don't trade it in. So that's a loss of money right there. I'm looking for third row SUVs right now for one of our viewers here. YouTube's still stalling out. I've never done YouTube. I am not an assistant. No, I mean, yeah, titles don't really matter to me. If you're good at what you do, it doesn't matter. How's the Ford Expedition? I would probably steer away from anything Ford, to be honest with you guys. Feeling I like Avalons. I don't really care what year. I like the Avalons. I think they're sharp. What's the best time of the year to buy at a Toyota dealership? Toyotathon, when Toyotathon is on, it is pretty popping. However, anytime if you come here, Roman Toyota. Guys, we got 272. The only way I'm able to do these lives is if you follow. So I know a lot of people ask for gifts and stuff. I'm just asking for follows. Any follow I get just helps me sit down and do these. So if you could just hit it real quick, we can keep cruising. New RAV4. I love the RAV4. The new redesign looks super sharp. Super, super sharp. Best trim for the 4Runner. I like the off-road. The TRD off-road is sharp. Okay, 22,000 was that person's budget. So let's see what I got. Well, my dealership, RAV4 versus Bronco, RAV4 all day. I saw a video earlier of someone detailing a Bronco, and it was just blowing bubbles out of the panel gaps because there was such a bad seal on it. My husband just got a 25 TRD off-road. Those are awesome. Congratulations. Best cars, Tundra 2002 and 2004. I love the old body style Tundras. I like the new ones too. Don't get me wrong. I really do. Looking at getting a 21 Lexus H high pressure fuel pump is bad on my Focus ST. How quickly should I fix it? I had one go bad on a BMW I owned, and I would say as quickly as possible. As far as third row SUVs under 20K, it's going to be tough. It looks like I have a Santa Fe. If you guys are interested, have any vehicles that you're looking for, we have a link in our bio. So you can click that. Or if you want to trade something in, we have a value your trade on there as well, which is super cool. Ooh, 6th gen 4Runner versus 5th gen 4Runner. I really like the 5th gens. I'm a big 5th gen fan. However, the 6th gen is cool. The 2022 Highlander Hybrid and the engine required. So it sounds like they might have put in too much oil, is what it sounds like. Thank you, guys. Keep these questions coming. These are fun. 25 Crown, we have one. They're awesome. We have a Platinum. It's super cool. I uploaded a video, actually, yesterday on them. It was super, super, super cool. 23 Tundra, 1794. When will my engine blow? That's why Toyota has taken the initiative to issue a recall to have their customers back. So I think that's super cool. Silverado service parking brake. Where do I start the dealership? Have them diagnose it. They're going to know. Chevy's been having a lot of electrical issues. Should I buy new Tacoma even though I got an 07? I mean, the 07s are sweet. The new Tacomas lease really well. So keep that in mind if you're looking at leasing something. Best all-wheel drive automatic under 50,000 miles, minimum 200 horsepower and less than. I would say probably a Camry. If you can find a decent like SE Camry, you can probably get like 2015 something. Not too old. Not too old. Don't forget, guys, we're live on YouTube too. So if you're on that platform or if you're on this platform, I'm still taking questions, which is super cool. Thoughts on the BMW Supra? I think it's super cool. I love the engine. I think it's a good drivetrain. How's the new Tundra TRD doing so far with that hybrid? It's really good. So the hybrid on the trucks and the larger SUVs like the Land Cruiser isn't really for gas mileage. A lot of people get that mixed up. So if you're really looking at the Tundra, Sequoia, Land Cruiser hybrids, it's for that low-end torque, to get you that low-end torque. Where should I get my brakes changed at? Here. Get them changed here. Why would you not get your brakes changed here? Thoughts on the third gen 4Runner? I love the third gen 4Runner. I think they're super sharp. Would I rather get a Subaru with an inline six or a BMW? At that point, I mean, they're basically the same with a different logo. I'm not a mechanic and I'm not in sales. However, I will forever say that I sell cars because it's just easier that way. If you want a new truck, let's go. I've driven a GTR. Yep. It was cool. It was back in like 2019. It was super cool. WRX or TRD? TRD. I mean, that's tough because it's like two completely separate cars. Powertrain warranty on the Tundra is 5 years, 60,000 mile. Rates right now depends on if you're looking new or used, and then obviously the vehicle you're looking at. Kia Niro options for car. I sold Kias for a while, liked them. If you're looking at the Niro, I think Toyota has really good hybrid options, so that's definitely a good one to look at. Everybody calling me. I can't take that right now. Any reason the A-Track won't turn on 21 4Runner? Do you have any lights on the dash? What's the average cap? I mean, it depends on credit, money down, what bank, where you're at is huge because you have different lenders and whatnot throughout kind of where you're at. No lights on the dash. I would probably start with just stopping by the dealership and seeing if it's something silly. I know on the 4Runners, sometimes the wiper being turned on won't allow the rear window to roll up, so it's kind of a weird thing, but sometimes the dealership knows. What's going on with the Camrys and stealing the wheels? Stealing the wheels? What do you mean by that? Boss, I got 9K down, 478, one repo. What are the odds of getting approved for a $23,000 car? I mean, you got 9K down. That's a great step in the right direction. That's a great step in the right direction. Guys, if you're still in here, hit that follow button. And if you're in YouTube, hit the subscribe button. There we go. Yeah, you got a good chance. What's mileage and why is a lot of it bad? It depends on what it is, right? I mean, you can have a lot of highway mileage, like police vehicles that sit and they just have a lot of hours on them, but they don't have a lot of mileage. So it depends on how well the vehicle is maintained and looking at the service records. People have been stealing wheels left and right, even with the wheel lock. I have not heard about that. Team Jeremiah for sure. I have not heard of that. They're good looking wheels. So I mean, they're good looking wheels. I mean, let's be honest. Yes, the Camrys are hybrid. That's funny. Any good sports sedans for 15K? 15K, are we looking? We're looking used. We are for sure looking used. Let's see. Sedans. 780, no money down. What can you do for me? You come pick out a car. We'll make it work as long as income and residency checks out. We'll find you a vehicle. New Tundra is still blowing up. As I've said before, Toyota doing a great job. Great job of mitigating solution, coming out with a recall, having the customers back. A lot more than a lot of other manufacturers can say. I'm not saying Stellantis, but I might be saying Stellantis. We're located in Lafayette, Indiana. New gen Tundra, Tacoma, 4Runner, Land Cruiser, 4-cylinder turbo. After driving it, I can give you an honest opinion. Before, I couldn't have given you an opinion because it wouldn't have been honest. I don't mind it. I really don't. I think in the 4Runner and the Tacoma, it's plenty. 2025 4Runner Limited, hesitant because of tariffs. Don't worry about it. Just if you want to buy the car, don't worry about all the things above that haven't trickled down, are trickling down. It's politics, and I don't talk about politics, unfortunately. Difference in Corolla hybrid and Camry size. You're going to be looking at like if you're familiar with the Honda lineup, it'd be like the Civic and Accord. For us, it's the Corolla and the Camry. For Kia, it is the Forte or K4 and the K5. Old timer, what's up? Our new car is really 5K over market. Not here. Have you seen issues with black wheels peeling on the Sienna XSE? I have not. I think the chrome Chrome wheels on the Sienna is actually cladded, so it's not actually put on the wheels. I have a question. Can you tell me if a price for a Supra I'm looking at tomorrow is a decent deal? Shoot it over, man. Let's see. Let's see what you got. 1794 edition is still made. Yep. We have a lot of people. I have one customer in particular that really likes the old body style, which, I mean, it's a beautiful truck. So I get it. What's up, Randy? We're live on both. When is the best time of year to buy? Toyotathon when it's on. I'm just kidding. Whenever you're ready is the best time to buy. RAV4 or Camry, two completely different cars. Depends on what you want. Siennas are hard to find right now. Siennas are very hard to find right now. I think that'd be one vehicle you'd be lucky to get exactly what you want, which is an unfortunate thing to say. Supra V8, that'd be crazy. That'd be absolutely crazy. Highlander Grande, be used. I'm looking right now for sporty sedan under 15K. And I got it right here. 2015 Subaru WRX base. There you go. 13,392 plus tax, title, and license. I don't know. Hoorah, go Honda. Yeah. Happy Honda days. Best year for Camry and reliability. I have a 2019 personally, 2018, 2017, 2015, 2020. You buy a Camry, it's going to last for forever. How much can I get for a 2017 Tundra, 83K miles? If you're located in Indiana and you want to do business with us, guys, there's a link in our bio. You can fill out value your trade. You can look at our new inventory. It's super easy. I made it easy because I hate car shopping, so I'm trying to make it as easy for you guys as I can. And if you see anything that I can improve on it, please let me know. The Corolla Cross is sharp. Sell your 86 for I'm assuming that's an Alfa Romeo because I can't even say the name. I wouldn't sell anything for an Alfa Romeo. I would rather have a Huffy than an Alfa Romeo, to be very honest. What's the fastest Toyota y'all have that's not a Supra? Probably the Corolla, GR Corolla. It's pretty quick. Can leases be bought out at Toyota? You can. It depends. I know there was a funky time where if it was cash or finance, you can contact Toyota directly, make it easier. But I would say short answer, yes. Do you know anything about the 2026 Super sound system? Have a question about mine. If I can DM you, I don't know too much, but if you live local or anywhere around Lafayette, Indiana, our techs, we have 2 Super certified techs, so they're great with them. Best out the door on a Crown, it depends on trim. What your model Subaru Crosstrek would you buy? I personally, when they first came out, look at my chair. Whoa, look at that. That's crazy. When they first came out, my buddy had one of the orange ones, and it was pretty cool. So I don't remember what year that was. Probably like 2015. I wouldn't buy a Subaru, but I thought that would look cool. 2020 BMW 240i. They're sharp. They're really sharp. Buy or lease a 4Runner TRD Pro. Look at both options. See what one has a better payment. And what one makes more sense for you. GR Corolla for sure. I got a hey brother. I got to answer that one. Hey brother, not so much car related, more so employment. Is it difficult getting into dealer as a tech? So our dealership is super cool. So we've actually hired a tech or 2, I do believe, off of a TikTok live. So tech came in. He was like, or he was on live. He was like, hey, I'd be interested in working for you. Super easy. We got him in. He sent us a DM, blah, blah, blah. And the rest is history. And Kenny, if you're watching this, hello. I love the Corolla, the GR Corolla. Man, there's so many questions. You guys are killing it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Any issues with new model Tacomas? I mean, there's probably some, but none that I've seen that have really stuck out. Is the Tacoma TRD Pro rare? It is, and I do believe we still have one. I believe we still have one, guys, which would be crazy if we do. Absolutely crazy. What is the most reliable 25 Toyota? Pretty much all of them. But it's so hard to find an Access cab long bed Tundra. I don't know. It has been for a couple of years. You just got to look. You got to look and look and look and look. Can you buy a car without a license? I don't remember the answer to that, to be honest with you. I really don't. Dealerships don't usually hire part-time salesmen, no. You could ask about doing like an internship, learning a little bit about it. It's super fun. When is the V8 Tundra coming back? I don't know. Should I rev my MR2 to 9K RPMs for 10 minutes? No, I would not. No, I probably wouldn't do that. Car just turned off. Help. What's going on? Let's see what we can do. Any news on the Tundra with the Cummins engine? That'd be so sweet. God, what was it? I think it was don't quote me on this. I think it was a Cummins engine in the Titans quite a few years ago. Those were super cool. I want my son to get a truck. Would I recommend a Tacoma or a Tundra? Depends on what he's using it for, right? Like, would he be doing a lot of driving? Would he be hauling anything? Are you just looking for a good first truck? I would say a Tacoma. I think a Tacoma is something that a lot of people can feel comfortable driving. The Ridgeline, almost a truck? No. The Ridgeline is like the Santa Cruz, okay? The Santa Cruz is not listed as a truck, so. What do I think about the Santa Fe, the new body style? I haven't. Everybody's been asking me about that, so let's take a look. I'm hoping that it got a redesign because the old body style was not great. The 2027, is that what we're talking about? The 2027 Santa Cruz? Those taillights, I can't do the taillights. I can't. Trade in, guys. If you are actually looking at trading in and want to do business with us, link is in our bio. Super easy. We make it super easy. I get the trade offers, give them to my used car buyer. They send you an offer. I love the CHR personally. I really do. I think it's super niche. I don't think it's a good fit for everybody, but I think it's a great car. Why do dealership loaners feel more inclined to give new car owners used cars? Is it your name is Senko and I love fishing and that is one of my favorite lures? More of a thing to fall back on, or is a safety net for the loaner of the dealerships? I don't know. A lot of our loaners are new cars or previously new cars. Not a lot of them, but it's better to have people in a new car. That way they can be interested in it. If you're driving a used vehicle, if you're driving like a 2017 RAV and we put you in a 2025 RAV, I mean, really, like the logic behind that would be you really like the new one and you want to get into a new one. 2012 RAV4 Limited V6. Those are sweet. I think it was like the 04s with the tires on the back. Those were super cool. I want a job at a dealership. How much can I expect to earn as a beginner? It depends on how hard you want to put your head down, grind, and how personable you are, how well you can maintain relationships with customers. Sky's the limit. I never worked at Fort Wayne Toyota. Nope. Born and raised here in Lafayette. I wouldn't say where the vehicles are manufactured makes a difference in the reliability, no. Just wondering because I put a 22 Tucson. I wasn't sure how things work since it's my first car. Yeah. I mean, usually a lot of dealerships will have newer, like late model cars for you to drive. Is buying a Tesla worth it compared to Toyota? I would not spend money on a Tesla, to be honest. The panel caps are so bad. Guys, there's 130 of you in here. Go ahead and hit that follow button. Super easy. It lets me do this. Work for Fort Wayne Toyota 2019, 2020. Did you work with Kyle? Was Kyle your GM? Kyle actually hired me into the car business originally. Will the 2026 Corollas be all hybrid? My guess would be yes. 15 Corolla would be a great car. 99 Siennas were sweet. We actually had one in the other day. Tacoma feels like a toy truck after getting your F-150. I could see that. There's a size difference. New Tacomas, what I've seen have been reliable, guys. I'd love to tell you there's an issue or something, but I haven't. Not that I've seen. The Trail Hunter is sweet. If you drive it, you can actually hear the intake go, which is super cool. They've changed the Prime into a HEV. How did I apply for a job? Asking for myself. I came in. I was working retail at the time, and I said I hated buying cars. I went and bought a car, and I hated the process. And I think that's what really drove me to want to get into the car business. Oh, Scott. Okay. Yeah. Kyle got me in, but yeah, I really just wanted to change how that process happened for my customers. So went in, had a discussion, conversation, talked about everything, and just went from there. And the rest is history. Is buying a Sienna worth the price? Absolutely. If you've seen we had some pictures of a Platinum with we had a Platinum with the cooling box and the vacuum cleaner in the back, which was super cool. That's interesting. I did not know that, Dimitri. How much HP and torque can I realistically safely get on a tune the V600? I don't know what they're capable of. I don't know what the internals are. I'd hate to give you false hope on it. Would I recommend a transmission fluid change on a 2003 Highlander bought used? Yes. I think fluid changes are overlooked in a lot of places, and I think people look at it and they say, well, the manufacturer doesn't say, manufacturer might, but the fluid manufacturer might say different. So that's always something to look out for. Go for it, Dimitri. Dependability on a 15 Avalon, they're going to be great. Why Toyota dealership add-on is so ridiculous? Not that I know of. At least not at ours. We're not all the same, which is super cool. Guys, hit that follow button. I love doing these. I want to keep doing these, but I have to keep getting follows to be able to do them. How do I feel about the recent Toyota quality? Thank you. I appreciate that. Toyota's good. I mean, they're still really good. I feel like they're less plasticky than the early 2000s models, and they have a lot of soft touch points, which is super cool. My name is Logan. In the market for a used Highlander, let's go. Why is my 08 Scion TC running hot? Maybe you need to do a coolant fluid exchange. Maybe you have some stuff in your water pump. I don't know. Be something to get looked at for sure, because overheating can affect a lot of things. High voltage cable upgrade. I don't know anything about that. Leasing versus buying. It depends on what's right for you. I would say look at the payments on both. Kind of debate it. I mean, if you drive, if you trade cars a lot, I mean, figure out what one's best for you. And if you have questions, hey, what's up, Mike? Yeah, just, I mean, if you have questions, go to a local Toyota dealership or come to Roman Toyota. We have people come from all over the dealership. They're all over the United States to buy cars. Do I deal with a lot of imports? The annoying difference is I can't find good manuals in England. Ooh, that's super cool. We don't deal with a lot of imports. I drive a Camry. My wife drives a Venza. Brought a 25 Highlander Platinum. I have a slight rattle coming from somewhere in the dash. I definitely bring it in. Bring it into the dealership. Let them know when you're hearing it, why you're hearing it, what it sounds like. How much for a base Corolla? Depends. Let's look. I bet I have one. If I tell you, will you buy it? And say, TikTok sent me here? TikTok sent me here. Does it actually take 2.5 hours for a tire rotation? It shouldn't. But the tires rotate by themselves, so I don't really get it. No more new Venzas. I know. We love our Venza. It's a limited. It's beautiful. Base Corolla, you'll buy it? Let's see. I heard that you would buy it. What do I do if my car hasn't been serviced for 5 days and I've been given no update to what's wrong? I would contact them and ask why there's not been an update. Base Corolla LE looks like the lowest price I'm looking at is $24,938 plus tax, title, license. Is a 23 Tacoma worth more than a 25? Depends on mileage. Depends on trim. They're going for good money. Nightshade, Grand Highlander, or Sharp. How can I get into a sales position at a dealership with no experience? Create the experience, right? Show them that you can, if you like people and you like cars and you can make a difference, just prove it. What's the last year Toyota made the Venza? I think it was 23. No, it was 24. You believe it was 24? We have a 23. Can you do my lift bolts? We have techs that have been here way beyond the year 2000, so I bet they have they worked on those new. 10K oil change intervals, are they safe? That's what the manufacturer recommends, so I would say so. I like to do mine about every 7,500 miles. Thank you for the rose. That's super cool. Guys, you don't even need to send me gifts. Following me helps me out more than anything. Where did Adam Levine go? He's probably, I don't know. He's probably just walking around doing nothing. We got one Supra. Why's my AC blower mode or fuse keep blowing? It's probably a short somewhere. If I had to put some money on it, which I'm not going to. 24 platinum. Can you change the color of the blue accent lights? Not that I know of. You might be able to do something aftermarket though. 2008 Tundra. Yes, they're awesome. Electric cars? They're electric cars. I would not look at RAM. How often should you change engine mounts? I don't have a great answer for you on that one, unfortunately. I do oil change 5K. Guys, I'm not going to co-host. I don't think they drove the V8 out of the Tundras. I think there's a lot of shift in the automotive space right now. Howdy from Texas. We're at in Texas. I'm going to Texas in November. 2017 Sonata. If you're happy with it, get it. 2011 Corolla S. What's my next mod? Something to keep the value up on it. Maybe like a really good detail. Maybe a really good paint correction. That's what I would do. I would try to make it look as new as possible. We don't have any blinker fluid, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I could probably find some for you though. Grand Highlander Super Sharp. Average price on a 25 TRD Sport Tacoma. I'll just look one up for you. How about that? We're going to look at the gas, not the iForce Max, though. Just because that's what I clicked on. Absolutely no other reason. What's a great year for used Highlander? I mean, really, any of the current generation is a great trim. TRD Sport, cheapest one I got is $46,649 plus tax, title, license. Where can I buy a cheap, reliable car from? Here, Roman Toyota. Follow us. We got a bunch of budget-friendly, I would call them, reliable cars. 8K negative equity. What's the best car with incentives? Just look everywhere. Figure out what vehicle is going to make the most sense for you. The BZ4X has a ton of rebates right now. How cheap will I sell you a Sequoia? How much do you want to pay for one? That's the question I got for you. We don't have any 26 RAVs in stock. I'm hoping we'll see them late fall. When will the Land Cruiser lower in price? It probably won't, to be honest. The Sequoias and Land Cruisers, shoot, we had it wasn't 05, it was like an 11 or a 15, something. In one of the older body styles, and it was still like 85 grand. They just hold their value. Thinking about trading my 2024 Civic Sport for a Camry TRD, do it. You won't regret it. The old Land Cruisers were cool. Distributor for a 1994 Toyota Corolla, I bet our parts department could. If you click up on the link, you can just go to our website, give them a call. They might be able to find you one. We have such a good parts manager that he's actually at 2 dealerships, so he's that good. What are the interest rates? Depends, new or used. Thank you for the repost. I appreciate that. Guys, if you aren't, hit that follow button. It helps me out. Don't send me gifts. Just hit that follow button. Helps me more than a galaxy. I'll tell you that. How do you get a job with us? Be a great person. If you're a great person, we hire great people and create talent. That's what we do. Thank you guys so much for the follows. I really, 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 really genuinely appreciate that. 22 Toyota. Nice. Do Tundras still have engine issues? Yeah. There's some issues with them, but Toyota again. No, this isn't only Toyota questions, but Toyota as a manufacturer has stepped up and issued a recall and is taking consumer side on it, helping you guys out. We are located in Lafayette, Indiana. My worker worked at Toyota. That's probably not good. 680, good score. 29K car, no money down. Probably. It's worth going and asking, talking to them, having a discussion, right? Find a vehicle that's right for you. Best long-lasting sedan, good miles per gallon, Avalon or Camry. Do Toyota CHRs need transmission fluid changed? I think those are CVTs, and I don't know the answer to that. Hey, boss, I want a storage in my GR86. How much should I put a fuel statin for my car? I don't know what that is. What are my thoughts on an Audi A4? If you want to carry around gallons of coolant with you, they're great. Drain and fill or flush the car. I would do a flush personally. I mean, just flush it, yeah, if you can. What are my thoughts on what Hector's running? I heard he was running a few spoon engines with NOS, and they were Hondas, so I'm a little bit concerned about that, but not too concerned. I mean, we definitely will get him in the second half. 2020 Civic Coupe, nice. Capstone. If you have 3 kids, it depends on if you have car seats. I think the Toyota Tundras have plenty of space for kids, though. 5K down, 800 credit. Need a good Toyota SUV. Less than 60K miles. Look on our link in the bio. Jeez, I can't think. You guys are asking so many good questions. It's like putting me through the ringer today. Is Toyota going to fix remote start? Toyota actually has an app, so you can use the app and basically start it from anywhere in the world, which is super cool. XLE RAV4s are great cars. 2020 Accord or Camry. Find what you like. Did you mean Kyle GM from Evans Toyota? No. When I got it, I remember there was water sound coming from each door. So it's actually really cool. If you go out to your car, there should be like a rubber stopper in each one of your doors. And a lot of times when you go through the car wash, you'll see water on your window. You can actually pull that rubber tab and drain water out. So you got to make sure you do that at least once a year. Larry is always working. Larry's always working. What's up, Kyle? We haven't seen you in a minute. I got my 24 Toyota Corolla XSE and the change. My oil changed for 19K to 21K. Is that weird? No. Thoughts on GR86? I love them. I'm to the point in my life where it doesn't fit my needs anymore. A younger me would have 100% bought one. I do not know Daniel. I want to say hi to Larry. I'll see. He was with the customer last time I checked, but I'll see here in a minute. Have I ever eaten the lasagna at Toyotathon? No, but I've had the what do they call those? Hard-boiled eggs. They were decent. Why are my interest rates so high? I don't know on that one. I can't help you with that. Kevin, it does not start when you unlock it. I'll bring it to the dealership. I'm an MSRP buyer. I don't pay markup. What can you do? Sell you a car, most likely. We don't like to do that. I remember, that rubber plug. It's crazy. You'll see like leaves and stuff and pine needles and stuff come out of it. It's crazy. We are busy today. We are. That's why I'm in here doing this. I'm on both YouTube and TikTok right now. So I actually have a couple questions from YouTube. Do I like the Mark V Supra? Yes. I love the Mark V Supra. I don't know if there will be a redesign on the Highlander. I'm watching a lot. I'm hawking it. I've been a title clerk for years. That's awesome. You guys are the backbone. Thank you for all you do. Tacoma or 4Runner depends on if you're going to use a truck bed or not. I mean, they're basically the same, but with a truck bed and without a truck bed. 10K down on a Tundra, a good idea. If it makes you happy, you have the money to put down and it puts your payments where you want them. Best cheap, reliable car or SUV? Toyota Corolla, Honda Civic, RAV4. Is there a full electric Toyota? There absolutely is. It is the BZ4X. I do have a car payment. Yes, I do have a car payment. I have 2 car payments. What's the most units I've moved in a month? Was 23. Love my Prius, even though it's ugly. I drove one of the new ones, and I actually really like them. I thought they were ugly for a while, but after driving one for like 20 hours, I loved it. I bet you can't outsell Shane. I don't know who Shane is. How many free oil changes do you get with a new truck purchase? So that's a great question. So Toyota Care has 5K, 10K, 15K, 20K, and 25K. So it's 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever one comes first. You get an oil change on the 10K and the 20K. You get a rotate multi-point inspection, 5, 15, and 25. And more, but I'm not going to elaborate on that. What are my thoughts on a 21 Venza hybrid? I have a 23 Venza, and I absolutely love it. It has the sunroof that you can hit, and it goes clear, and then it goes hazy, which is super cool. I don't love Volkswagens. I'm sorry. Grand Highlanders, super cool. A lot of space, more space in the trunk. Guys, hit that follow button up here real quick. If you could, it really helps me out. I don't need gifts. I don't need anything like that, but this allows me, you guys following me allows me to sit on here and do this. Discontinue parts for a GT4, send help. Hit our parts department up. They'll help you out. What do I think of the 2020 Honda Civic Si? I think they're sharp. I think they're very sharp. LE Daggum, you guys are absolutely rocking out. Thank you so much for the follows. I really do appreciate that. Repeated problems with GM vehicles, 2 different trucks. Any suggestions? I would probably trade it in. 23 Camry, 18K value for 25 SE, dumb or smart. Depends on how many miles you have on it. Camrys are going for a good amount right now as far as used. You can get some good money for them. Why do people say don't change transmission fluid? Sometimes they don't have a place to check on them, so that it's not like some of them will have like a little glass bubble. And some people say that if it's a sealed system, to not change the fluid. However, I don't see a problem in changing the fluid. If you've ever smelled transmission fluid, it smells awful. So I feel like that's something that needs changed regardless. Why do we keep putting a 20-pound skid plate on every car? Because you never know when you might find a rock, brother. 25 RAV4 GPS gets really glitchy and wild. And I would probably recommend bringing it in, seeing if there's an update for it on your head unit. I would say the Grand Highlander is nicer than a Ford Explorer. And there is some bias to this. I don't know who Jake B is. I'm trading my Camry LE 30,000 miles for the new SE. Yeah. I like the new SEs. They're sharp. Our finance manager has one. What do I think of Kia? I like Kia. I think Kia is okay. I think the cost of ownership of a Kia is going to be higher just because of things that'll go wrong. Coolest car you can get for 20K? I mean, you can get some pretty cool cars for 20K. New or used? I personally think the new body style of Camry is really nice, but it's up to you. It's what you feel is right in your heart. You need a Highlander lease. Let's go. Let's go. Favorite muscle car of all time? You guys are not gonna like this answer. Put down in the comments what you think my favorite muscle car of all time is, and I'll be very specific because I know exactly what I'm gonna say. 19 Avalon Limited. Ooh, someone was close. I like the Avalons. I love them. Ooh, man, you guys are all over it. You're all around it. All right, I'll tell you. I will tell you my favorite muscle car of all time. And there's no judgment here because this is hands down probably the best muscle car of all time. You can hate the interior of it. I don't care. 2003 or 2004 Mustang Cobra. Hands down. Hands down. You can get a Lexus for the same price and luxury, yeah, but it's going to depreciate a little bit faster. Oldest Lexus you would go for with 120,000 miles? I don't know. I like Lexus. I think they're, I mean, it's basically a Toyota. So 25 Tundras are nice. 25K all in budget. What car can I get at Toyota? You start with Corollas. How many meows for a free Camry? Right meow. I didn't know Mitsubishi was still a brand until someone showed me one of George Saliba's videos, and I realized that he was actually a Mitsubishi dealer that sells cool cars. Which, if you're not, George Saliba's a great guy. Cars go honk honk, not toot toot. How much can you get off MSRP on a Grand Highlander Hybrid Max? It's tough. That's tough. They're hard cars to find right now. I'd say MSRP would be a great deal. What's the average monthly payment on an XLE Camry lease? Depends on how many miles, depends on how much down. Who's y'all's marketing partner? Give me a call. I'm marketing for this dealership, I think. 620 credits, 3K down payment. That's good. That's good. I think you should look at some options and see kind of what is your best approval. How much open legroom in the back seat of what? Fiat 500s are not awesome. I'm so sorry. I hate being rude to people, but Fiat 500s are tough. I've seen the Mitsubishi Pajero Sport 2021 for like 4 comments now. I've never seen one. How many miles do Hyundai Sonatas last? Depends on how well you maintain it. What's a good used 2024 Tundra? I would say used 24 Tundra. How much open leg room in the back of a 25 Prius? Enough. I would say it's more than I expected. We traveled to New York and we had our suitcases in the back seat. Worked out perfectly. 52K. I mean, the Tundras are so nice and they hold their value. Thoughts on a new Chevy Traverse? Again, guys, I really hate knocking on things, but not a huge fan. Is a Tacoma worth it as a first truck or a Tundra? I love Tacomas. Tundras are bigger, but Tacomas are sweet. What model should I get for the Tacoma, and should I get a brand new or used? Depends on what body style you want. SR5 on the new ones, it leases really well. We have a lease right now on an SR where it's $309 a month for 36 months, 10,000 miles a year with $34.99 due at signing. So Tundra, Tacoma. I'm a Tacoma guy. I know it's a smaller truck, but I like how they look. I have an interview at a dealership today. What should I look forward to? They should look forward to you. Bring your energy. Bring a good attitude. Bring a smile, and just be yourself. Corolla or Camry? I like the Camry. It's a little bit bigger of a body. Camry TRD is a great car. Guys, if you aren't already, hit that follow button. That's what helps me do this. I don't need any gifts or anything like that. If you hit the follow button, it helps me out a ton. Toyota Mirai, the hydrogen is awful. I think that's only a California thing, to be honest. Thank you guys for the follows. I really do appreciate that. Third time today, Batman, my guy. Yeah, I'm live. Did I eat lunch? No. Where are you going? Ooh, really? Ooh. Do we take the live with us? Can we go through the drive-thru?
Do the camera say it's for the homeless?
There's some things you can't say, and that was one of them. We'll take you to Cane's. All right.